For those who don't know me very well, I'll just introduce myself and give a little bit of a background. He did say I'm president of Affordable Bookkeeping and Payroll Services. But the way that I got into this was I was a full charge bookkeeper at a publishing company, and someone whose husband owned a business had her helping with the bookkeeping and the reconciling, and she said, Candy, would you please help me? I hate this part. I'll pay the bills. I will invoice my customers, but I don't want to reconcile. And I wasn't sure I wanted to. And she bugged me for about 3 or 4 months, and I finally said, okay. So I said, well, if I have to get a business license, because of course I'm going to be in compliance and do everything the way I'm supposed to, I might as well get some more customers. So I got a few more customers, and then finally, after about a year, my husband said, quit your job and do your own thing, because you're doing really well, and you're going to be great. So now here I am. Now I have a chapter in a book even. It's really exciting. Never thought I would do that. But the reason I actually wrote my chapter, after actually being convinced by the publisher that people really wanted to hear this information, is because I do have customers who come to me after they've made mistakes, and they have that notice from the IRS with penalties, or they have that notice from the state, or any of those agencies, and they said, well, I didn't know I had to do X, Y, Z, and the government doesn't care if you knew or not, you just have to follow the rules. And so I'm finding that if I can get out there and get the information to them ahead of time, especially now where there's so many people starting businesses, that I can give them those tips and they can do it correctly from the start, that it's going to be so much less of a headache. So it's been really exciting to get the word out there, start speaking, share it in this book. And I do talk about compliance issues and then some other bookkeeping things that aren't as much compliance related as just doing things properly. But make sure you have your business license. Make sure you're calculating sales tax correctly and figuring out by the location of the customer, not where you are, and just different things that people just don't know. Even how to pay the payroll taxes properly. I actually helped a client this year who came to me after having someone else helping with the payroll, and they didn't realize that they had changed from being able to file quarterly to having to file monthly, and they had a huge tax penalty. And so I said, well, you can't just assume because you paid quarterly in the past that you can continue because now you've gone over the threshold. I was actually able to get that penalty reversed because it happened to be the owner of the company who had put herself on payroll but didn't actually calculate all the taxes properly. It was just they took out $5,000 and $6,000 and $10,000 here. So we actually redid all of that, and I got her back over $11,000. $10,000 of that was her tax, and then a couple $1,000 actually of penalties that they gave back. So that was really good. But that's a perfect example. What happens if they don't know, oops, I'm supposed to now pay every month, because we always just pay quarterly, but went over that threshold. So if you don't know the rules, you can end up with those notices. I actually had another customer who was coming to us after not having all his information together for 1099 processing, and had a $100 per form penalty, and he had 60 forms that he didn't file correctly. Huge issue, $6,000 of penalties. So now we're processing everything for him so that he can do it correctly and not end up with those surprises. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I want to help people. I want to get the word out. So if you know business owners who are starting businesses, or maybe they're trying to get it done correctly and they really don't know what they're doing, let them know that this book is available, and it gives them, these are some of the top mistakes that business owners are making, and what do you need to do to make sure you're not making those mistakes. So let them know the book is available. And of course, I want to be able to be a resource to help as well. But I don't want to see business owners making those mistakes, getting those penalties, and then coming to us afterwards. Because most of the time, we can't fix what you did wrong because it's really a mistake that can't really be reversed. If I can help you reverse it, I'll do my best as well to let them know and see if we can get those reversed. But that's my purpose of writing this chapter, getting out there, speaking to groups. So if you're part of a group as well that has speakers, let them know I'm here. I would love to speak and let them know what the information is and how we can help them. Because again, I really want to get out there and help the small business owner be successful and have the money in their pocket, because the more that they get back in, they can put back into the community and help others and hire other people and et cetera, et cetera. So, and we can help each other out. So that's why I'm here. I'm if you have questions too, come see me. I would love to talk with you a little bit more. Thanks.